Welcome back to my series, Dance Moms Uncovered. Christi seems to be one of the most controversial cast members on Dance Moms. Some fans seem to love her quick wit and her honesty, but others think that she was a cruel, jealous person. I personally wasn't her biggest fan for a long time, but recently I've been able to see a different side to her that I don't think was well documented on the show. I believe that there was more to Christi than the producers cared to show. Feel free to share your thoughts on the following evidence. First, let's look at the Kelly and Christi fight. One of the most surprising feuds was the one that arose between partners in crime Kelly and Christi in season 3. It all seemed to happen after Christi stormed out and claimed that Kelly didn't call her to see how she was doing. Christi has said that Kelly only tried to call her once, which she actually missed, and that it really hurt her feelings because they would typically call each other several times a day. At one point, Christi theorizes that Kelly was angry at her for some reason, and that's why she didn't call more. I wonder if perhaps Kelly didn't call Christi more because she was mad that she and the other mums claimed to go on strike to get her kids back on the team, when in reality they were renegotiating their contracts for higher pay. Kelly even called her out on Twitter for lying about the reason why she went on strike. During these episodes where Christi and Kelly fought, Christi ended up yelling at Paige. Christi has since spoken out about this day, saying that she regrets it, but we didn't get to see exactly what she said to Paige.
Yes, I did, because it wasn't quite how that happened. It never is quite how it happened, but yes, I would never hurt Paige. I've known Paige since she was 2 years old. Like, Paige truly is somebody very special to me, so of course I felt bad.
A good indicator of what she said would be the reactions from Maddie and Paige. When Paige and Maddie explained what happened, it doesn't seem to align with what we saw.
If your mom's jealous of an 11-year-old, just stop this.
Why would I be jealous of an 11-year-old?
She said that you and Abby should be best friends because you're all jealous.
Christi like screamed in his face.
I know she screamed at all of us and said,
You can tell your mom.
She was telling her mom
It's
that I
okay.
don't care.
It's okay.
Next, let's explore the pink lemonade disaster. When Chloe dropped her hat during the group dance Pink Lemonade in season 3, episode 6, a lot of people were shocked at how seriously Abbey and Christi took this mistake. Abbey yelled at Chloe the second she saw her after the group performed, and Christi packed up her things and left, seemingly yelling at fans on the way out of the building. Well, let's clear up some things about this day. Firstly, Christi tweeted that Abbey told the girls, "Drop your hat and die." She also revealed that her reaction was not a direct result of Chloe dropping her hat. She was actually mad about the way Chloe was treated by Abbey and the producers. At a meet and greet, Christi explained how she, Kelly and Jill tried to get off the show multiple times. Unfortunately, this was when the producers pointed her to the contract she had signed, stating that she had to stay on the show.
Kelly and I have tried to leave a million times. Yes, like when I left at the end of the season, that was real. Like, I was trying to get off the show. And when I walked out, when Chloe's hat fell out, that had nothing to do with the hat falling off and all that. I was just so fed up with the show and the way that the girls are treated by the producers and Abbey.
Christi has also revealed that she never yelled at the fans in the hallway to get away from her, and that in reality she was yelling at cameramen to get away from her.
When I walked out and I was saying, "Get away from me," I wasn't talking to the fans, which everyone in America was like, "She's me." I'm like, I was talking to the cameramen.
This makes a ton of sense to me, since in all the shots where she supposedly yells at fans, Christi's back is facing the camera, so we can't actually see if her lips are moving or not. So this sound could have been added in the editing process to make Christi seem ruder and crazier in this scene than she really is. Evidence number 3. Abbey Paranoias. We all know that Christi believed that Abbey would often sabotage Chloe by giving her choreography that wasn't very competitive. Well, it turns out that this wasn't her only paranoia about Abbey. Christi has posted several times on Twitter claiming that Abbey tries to make the viewers hate Chloe every week. Examples of this treatment includes when Abbey told Christi that Chloe is a sneak and the cockiest kid she's ever met, or when Abbey refused to say Chloe's name. Christi says that she did this because she didn't want Chloe to be an important part of the show. While this might just seem like Christi is playing the victim and thinking that Abbey is out to get her at all costs, she has had people back her up on these claims. Jill claims that when a student got too popular for Abbey to control, she changed because Abbey wanted to make herself famous, not the children. Paige also stood up for Chloe when Melissa said that she rolls her eyes at Abbey, insisting that Chloe never does that. Abbey's behaviour also speaks volumes. In Season 2, she yells at Chloe for giving a fan her autograph, and in Season 4, according to the MC of a competition, she insists that the judges must have only let Chloe beat Cameron just because she has fans. Abbey has also declared that Chloe, Brooke and Paige are lazy and don't take classes. Christi debunked this misconception by tweeting that those girls aren't given the same opportunities as the other girls, and so they aren't able to do the things that Abbey says they should have done. 4. Christis Mistakes. Despite the way drama was sometimes manufactured on the show, the cast is still only human, and they make mistakes. Christi is one of the first people to admit that she had bad weeks, and that sometimes all the emotional pressure and drama caused her to lash out. When asked if she had any regrets on Instagram, Christi replied, saying she wished she hadn't body shamed anyone on the show. This is probably referring mostly to the jokes she made about Abbey's weight. On a Facebook Live video, she also expressed regret about the way she talked about homeschooling on the show. This is likely because Chloe did cyberschooling in her final years of high school, and they found that it worked well for Chloe and her busy schedule.
Because I said something rude about homeschooling on camera that I've always regretted.
Chloe and Clara have also pointed out that their mother was sometimes strict and controlling when it came to their dancing and acting.
My mom she's pretty good to run the lines with, but she gives me a lot of corrections and she doesn't let me just try different things. She just can be kind of controlling sometimes.
It used to be how extra she was with dance. My leg would go like this for like a split second and she'd be like, Clara, I'm so disappointed.
One of Christi's worst mistakes wasn't aired on the show and happened after Season 2 Nationals. According to the Candy Apple's mothers, dancers and choreographers, the ALDC was taunting them down the street, and Christi got into a physical fight with Kathy and tried to choke her. They claimed that she left Kathy with bruises, and that the kids were traumatized by the experience. Apparently the police were called, but Christi had left the scene when they arrived. Christi has denied these claims, saying that people shouldn't believe what they read online, and that the camera crew could confirm her side of the story. This scene was eventually aired at the Season 2 reunion, and it confirmed the Candy Apple's claims that the ALDC chanted and heckled their kids after the competition. However, it didn't show any physical fights. It only showed Christi yelling at the Candy Apple's moms. However, she was alone with them, which seems to be consistent with their claims that the ALDC kids left and didn't witness the fight. Despite all of this, Kathy and Christi are actually friends now, and even went live together on Facebook to answer questions about dance mums. Finally, let's look at what Christi did right. I want to end this video on a positive note. Christi has also done a lot of good things that weren't shown on Dance Mums. She has said that she is now a different person from who she was on the show. She has openly admitted that she did some horrible things on the show, and that she has had some bad moments. She has, however, noted that the show likes to portray her complaining all the time, and purposefully leaves out the good moments from the week. One such example is when Christi would help Paige run her solos in the hotel room.
Yeah, like if she wasn't there, like Christi like took me in another room and ran my solo with me and stuff.
Christi says that another big misconception about her is that she doesn't drink as much as the show makes it seem. She has said that while she likes to joke about drinking a lot, she isn't the kind of person who drinks on a very regular basis.
The biggest misconception about me from Season 1 is that I'm this huge drinker. I absolutely like to have a cocktail. I like to have fun. I like to have a glass of wine. I'm not drinking 24 hours a day. First episode, I kept making jokes about having a drink. Like, I like to have a glass of wine and having a drink, but it wasn't like something I joked about it. It was like my go-to joke. So every time somebody sees me with a glass of wine, they're like, figures. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't had a drink in like a month.
On a Facebook Live, Christi also insisted that she was never jealous of Maddie, but simply felt that when one child is expected to succeed, they are more likely to do so. And when other children are expected to perform badly, they are more likely to do so as well.
I was never jealous that other kids got solos. I really wasn't. You need to watch the show again. It was always, I didn't like that one child was always elevated and everybody else was torn down. If you're always told you're great, you're going to be great. If you're always told that you're terrible, probably aren't going to live up to greatness. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
This idea is actually a psychological phenomenon called the Pygmalion effect. There are plenty of online resources discussing this further if you want to know more. Christi has revealed that after Dance Moms, she attended therapy, which I think is a great idea. It seems like she has been able to do a lot of self-reflection over the years, and I hope she is much happier and building healthier relationships with those around her. So what do you guys think? Do you think Christi is better or worse than she was portrayed on the show? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!